Well, I would like to have you look at Judy Regnier's work. Now, Judy is accomplished in many media. So we will start by looking at her pastels, and as we move along, we'll move into different media. Look at those wonderful, like, teepee structure things. They're so much fun. So she can tell you how she made those.
Okay. Well, come over here.
And this is Laura Weir, one of our wonderful customers.
Hi, Laura. And friends, yes.
Beautiful things here.
And hi.
Hi.
Hi, Judy.
Hi.
Here we are in your little sheltered, semi-sheltered.
I'm lucky to have shade today, yes.
Yes. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about your work and about your background and just talk to us?
All right. Well, I'm a retired RN, and I have actually been painting either in acrylics or oils or watercolors for 35 or 40 years. But obviously, when you're working full-time, you don't spend as much time at it. So since I've retired, I've just done watercolor. I just love the medium. I started doing that thinking it was a little more of a challenge, which it is, but a lot more fun.
Oh, is it? Good, good, good.
So
that's a watercolor.
All of mine are watercolors. I have done a few acrylics. I don't have any with me today, but I have a few of those, and I'm starting to do more. But I have all flowers here today. So
Well, because you're in the garden.
I'm in the garden, that's right. So I just brought as many different flowers as I'm turning away from the microphone, which isn't good. But these are all flowers today, and several of them are new ones that I have just finished. So it's just fun, you know, I just love it.
Well, that's good. I noticed that you have a wonderful easel here.
Yes, that's my little specialty. I thought that would be good in the garden, too.
Absolutely. It has a spirit to it.
It does.
Now, I understand that you have quite a background in some other areas, too.
I do. Being an RN, I have always done a lot of volunteer activities, but I worked over 22 years in hospice.
Oh, my.
And I'm not active with the hospice here, but my own mother was in their hospice here, and so I've been sort of taking care of her for the last 4 years. She was almost 99.
Oh, wow.
So, at any rate, I also have been the very blessed recipient of a liver. I got very, very ill because I got a virus back in the days when I was working in ICU, and it nearly destroyed my liver. So I got a liver transplant in 1998. It's been 17 years, and it was on Mother's Day.
Oh, wow.
So I've really been blessed to have 17 years of extra life, and I just try to pay back in a lot of ways. And I do work with Sierra Donor Services in Sacramento to do public speaking and to work with the DMV and help encourage other people to register. We now have 12 million people on the register.
Oh, wow.
So
And
that's wonderful.
For donations, right?
Yes, for organ and tissue donations.
Oh, great.
And so that keeps me busy, as well as church and other organizations. I do public speaking, like with Rotary and places around Amador County.
And I see you have your cards here, too.
I do.
And
these are all from my painting, so I make them into cards, and those are only $3 each, so people enjoy getting those, and sometimes people even frame them. And each year I make a new watercolor that has to do with Christmas, and I send those out as Christmas cards, but people look forward to those each year and frame those as well.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's a nice thing to keep the theme going.
Yes, it's fun. So I really enjoy my watercolors. It's interesting to see what happens when you have your paper wet and then you go ahead and put some color on it, and it just does its own thing, and you don't really control it all the time. It's really fun.
It kind of dictates what you're going to put on the canvas
It does.
or the paper.
And you can see this one is a tulip, which is already opened up, but you can see how where it was wet up at the top, it just kind of blurs out, and the different colors.
Softness, but it gives it a softness.
It does,
Yes.
it does.
Yes.
And the same with the iris over here. I saved the center and kind of did that last, but
Uh-huh.
all of the petals, some of them were open, some of them were curled back, and so they just kind of did their own thing, and we call some of those things happy accidents.
Yes, definitely. Well, you have to know what to do with these accidents.
Right.
You know, if you don't, then it doesn't look very good.
Well, it's fun,
Yes.
and it's every painting that you try is different than what you thought you started out with, and that's the fun of it.
Yes, that's true. Now, are you doing any more shows, or is this?
I'm in the Amador Arts Council has a program called Art in Public Places.
Oh, yes.
So every 2 months, I'm in the group that moves our paintings around to different places in the county. And right now, I have paintings that are in the Jackson Senior Center, and of course, in July, we'll be moving someplace else. I also had some in the Amador Superior Court for a while. And before that, I think I was in one of the banks. So we
Okay,
move.
great.
Yeah,
well,
that's fun.
good. So people can see your art and purchase your
Absolutely.
art.
Mm-hmm.
And that's great. Well, it's been wonderful talking to
Thank
you
you.
and getting to know you a little bit.
Thank you.
Since I've written your name in the newsletter a few times and put some of your pictures in there too,
Thank
your
you.
images.
Thank you very
And
much.
So I'm glad to finally meet you.
I'm glad you came and had fun today.
Thank you. I am having fun.
This is a perfect place for it.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank
Judy.
you, Shari.